Okay, so let's unpack this. Quiet luxury. If you've scrolled TikTok or, even glanced at a fashion mood board lately, you have definitely seen this term. It is everywhere.
Hmm.
And I'll be honest, before digging into this, I mostly thought it just meant like wearing really expensive beige hoodies without any logos.
Yeah, looking wealthy, but maybe a little boring.
Exactly. A sort of logoless flex?
You're not alone in thinking that. It's a common take. But the article we are discussing today argues it's much deeper. It says, quiet luxury isn't a trend at all. It's a philosophy of dress.
A philosophy.
Well, yeah, rooted in style through restraint. It's
Wow.
about signaling taste, judgment,
Okay.
not just your bank account balance.
Restraint is such an interesting word for it. Okay, so the mission for this deep dive is to decode that language and figure out why everyone is suddenly obsessed with it.
And the text gives us a great starting point.
Yeah.
It contrasts two different languages of style.
Right, loud luxury versus quiet luxury.
Think of them as opposite signals. Loud luxury, it relies on high visibility, bold logos, fast trends, things you can spot from a mile away.
It's the look at me, I'm somebody because I can afford this message.
Exactly. You're basically borrowing authority from the brand to boost your own status.
So the brand's doing the heavy lifting, but quiet luxury is the inverse of that. The article says it relies on what? Texture, harmony.
And fit.
Yeah.
The signal there is completely different. It's, I know exactly who I am. It's about self-command.
It's an encoded language. I like that phrasing.
It is. It's not for the masses to spot. It's, for other people who know what to look for. Only a trained eye is going to notice the quality of the wool or the stitching on a bag.
So it's still a kind of showing off, but it's sneakier.
I would say it's showing off competence more than just cash.
Yeah.
And interestingly, this is not a new idea.
Mm.
We think it's a reaction to influencer culture, but the article points to something called the Great Male Renunciation.
That sounds incredibly dramatic.
Well, it was a huge shift. We're
Yeah.
talking 18th, 19th centuries. Elite men just stopped with the ornamentation.
Mm.
The wigs, the silks, the makeup, all gone.
And they replaced it with what?
Dark, precise tailoring. The idea was to signal authority and seriousness, not flair. So this whole cycle, this shift towards subtlety, it repeats itself.
Which brings us to the big question. Why is it repeating right now?
In a word, stability.
Mm.
The research shows a clear pattern. During times of, say, economic or geopolitical uncertainty,
Which we're definitely in.
right, people shift toward discrete luxury. When the world feels chaotic, we start to prioritize things like longevity and meaning over just spectacle.
You don't want to look wasteful. You want to look grounded.
Exactly.
That makes total sense on a macro level. But for you listening, for someone trying to actually apply this, the part of the reading that really clicked for me was this idea that quiet luxury is system-based, not outfit-based.
That is the most practical takeaway, I think. Most of us shop for individual, cool items, a statement piece.
Mm.
But this philosophy is about making your decisions upstream. You build a wardrobe of interchangeable pieces, navy, charcoal cream, and you let the fit and the silhouette do all the talking.
The article had that great analogy about learning a new language. At first, it's all effort. You're thinking hard, trying to make the jacket match the pants.
It's work.
Yeah, but eventually it just cracks open. It becomes automatic. Once the system is in place, you don't even have to think about it.
It becomes subconscious.
Yeah.
And because you're not distracted by flashy logos, you start judging quality by totally different metrics. You look at the patina on leather, the actual weight of a fabric.
It's skill before spend.
That's the perfect way to put it. You can't just buy your way into this look. You have to actually understand why a piece is good.
So if we boil it all down, what does this mean for you? It really sounds like a lifestyle of patience. It's that old saying, buy less, buy better.
It is. It's about rejecting that quick dopamine hit of a new trend for the, deeper satisfaction of something that lasts.
And here's a final thought for you to chew on. You have to train your eye. So before you go out and buy that next piece of clothing, just ask yourself, am I buying this for the brand validation so people know what it is?
Or are you buying it because you actually understand the craftsmanship behind it?
Exactly. The wardrobe follows the skill, not the other way around.